Just gonna keep watching this for an ever and ever and not do anything. Chris, you can't just keep watching the Batman trailer over and over. You have videos to make, people to inform. But it's the Batman trailer. Yeah, I guess you're right. Let's watch it. Hey Batman fans, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. We are all still watching the Batman trailer on a complete loop. I want you guys to let me know down below how many times you've seen the Batman trailer already. But with us seeing this trailer so many times and the film still being a year and couple months away, that gives us so much time to already decode what will be going down in this Batman movie. So many theories have already spread across the Batman community. What I'm going to be doing here for you is giving you the 5 biggest theories coming out right now from everyone in the Bat community about this film. Some secret villains that the movie has seemingly confirmed, a bit of a controversial take on the origin of Batman, even the idea of a second suit being hinted at in this trailer. I'm gonna need you guys to let me know down below which of these theories you actually believe in, which ones do you think are complete bogus and not gonna happen at all. And if you have any of your own Batman theories to pick up from the trailer, also go ahead and let us know that down below. Jumping into the first theory that we have here, a controversial take on the origins for the Batman, and that is that fans are speculating that the Riddler has a grudge against the Bat because the Wayne family will actually turn out to be evil and corrupt in this film. A lot of this theory stems from just the theme of the movie in general, that the fact that everyone in Gotham, at least politicians, police officers, or anybody, is under some sort of payroll or under the mafia control. The theory gained a lot of traction when at the end of the trailer we had the Riddler talking to Bruce Wayne, telling him, "You're a part of this too."
You're a part of this too. How am I part of it? You'll see.
He's purposely involving the Batman, leaving him clues and notes because somehow the corruption of Gotham is also linked to the Batman. And we all know Bruce Wayne, the character, is said to be as good as they come, so that just leaves his lineage, his parents. The theory goes that one of the big revelations in Matt Reeves as the Batman is going to be that Bruce Wayne will have to deal with the fact that his parents were at the center of the corruption in Gotham and not as great of people that Bruce Wayne always imagined his parents to be. This would also give a deeper meaning to how they got gunned down in the alley. We've all seen this done countless times in every Batman iteration there is. This time around, we could be seeing the person gunning down Bruce Wayne's parents as the good guy, the vigilante. The person who guns down the Waynes in the alley could be someone out for revenge, knowing that Thomas Wayne is corrupting the city, paying off police officers, paying off government officials, which again would be a commentary on today's life where we see the rich as the bad ones. I wouldn't mind this theory to be real. It's kind of a different take on the Waynes. It's just that backlash that fans would have knowing that Thomas Wayne wasn't always a good guy. But we've already seen it happen in the Joker where that version of Thomas Wayne was kind of scummy. And how will Batman react to the fact that the main reason he does what he does is because he loved his parents and he believed what they were doing was always right, to find out that they were corrupt? Will it change his methods? Will it change his motivations? The next theory we have here is that Two-Face is basically confirmed to have his origin told in this movie. A lot of this comes from a quick shot in the trailer of the Batman where we get to see some newspaper clippings in this politician's office, the first victim of the Riddler, and one newspaper in particular reads, "Maroni Drug Bust." Now this is a reference to a famous Batman mafia boss entitled Sal Maroni. His biggest contribution in the Batman universe though was throwing the acid to the face of Harvey Dent, making him the titular Two-Face. If in this Batman movie they're already setting up that this crime boss has gone to jail, already been persecuted, that means good boy Harvey Dent as the DA was the one who put him in jail, and possibly already got a face full of acid thrown at him during the trial. This theory just basically writes itself as soon as you see that newspaper clipping. Add on the fact that we are seeing a number of Batman villains throughout this movie. Adding in Two-Face is not that crazy to believe, especially when Matt Reeves was asked about about this film, he said, we're not doing so much the Batman origin, but we are looking on the origins of all these rogues gallery villains. It could just be a random Easter egg there, and Sal Maroni might not even be the cause of the origin for Two-Face, but it would feel like wasted potential to have that as an Easter egg or a setup in the background for it not to eventually lead to Two-Face. Moving to probably what was the biggest fan theory, the one that got the most heat and traction around the Batman community, is the Court of Owls are behind this entire movie. Now, for those of you who might not know who the Court of Owls is, because they're relatively new Batman villains, the Court of Owls is a secret society of Gotham elites that control the narrative behind the scenes. Almost envision them as the Illuminati for Gotham. Court of Owls is being perfectly set up for this Batman movie, but the biggest piece of evidence is the card that is addressed to the Batman that happens to have an owl on it. And I know it seems like sort of a big stretch. Wow, an owl on a Halloween card. Really don't know if I buy it, but if you put side by side artist renditions of some of the people involved in the Court of Owls to this card, it's kind of uncanny what they're going for here. The theory dives in a little deeper that this might not actually even be the Riddler as the main bad guy, and it's one of the head of the Court of Owls, because if you put their costumes side by side, those goggles, man, really resemble something out of the Court of Owls attire. As a big Batman fan and someone who enjoys the Court of Owls storyline, this would be awesome to be seen fleshed out on the big screen, but my only hesitation to it is only 10% of the people who will go watch the Batman will know who the Court of Owls is. So if the big reveal at the end of the movie is, that's not the Riddler, it's the Court of Owls, it'll only surprise or excite a small number of the audience members who are going to see this movie that I just don't know if it would be so satisfying for general audiences. Still, this is without a doubt the Riddler to me, especially since he is throwing riddles at Batman that Batman fans have already solved a year and couple months away from this movie being released. The first person to solve this riddle was a Twitter user by the name of the Master D101. They said, so hyped for Matt Reeves' Batman movie, I decided to solve the Riddler's code. Jotting down the symbols that the Riddler addressed to the Batman, and the question being, what does a liar do when dead? This person managed to solve it with, he lies still. Working as a double meaning that a liar would still lie, but since he's dead, he is literally lying on the floor. Now I'm just waiting for Batman fans to solve the next riddle.
If you are justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye?
Any guesses to what the answer to that riddle is? Let me know. But speaking on the Riddler and who he might be, this is, for all intents and purposes, our version of the Riddler played by Paul Dano. Some Batman fans, though, believe this is actually Hush. A lot of this theory just comes from the way this version of the Riddler looks, because it's not at all in lines of his traditional look with a green suit patterned with question marks all over. The only thing recognizable that makes this man the Riddler is that green coat. But the villain of Hush has been known to cover up his face completely, even going as far to actually being the Riddler in some incarnations of Hush. I'm only against this theory because, again, it would only be a 10% of the Batman audience who know who Hush is and would kind of find that reveal to be cool, while the 90% of moviegoers would have no idea who Hush is and be slightly disappointed by that reveal. This could be a situation where Hush and Riddler are sort of a meshed up character, because as you know, this version of the Riddler isn't even given his exact name from the comics. In the comics, the Riddler is named Edward Nygma, and in Matt Reeves' The Batman, he is named Edward Nashton. This reminds me a lot of when we got Christopher Nolan's version of Robin in his Dark Knight trilogy that was literally named Robin and was described to be 4 different characters within the Batman comics, all combined into one person. So Batman fans, looks like we could have our cake and eat it too, with this one being both the Riddler and Hush in one person. The final theory here is more kind of a confirmation that goes outside of the trailer, but the trailer is what confirmed it. Some of you Batman fans know if you've been following all the news. One scene in particular from the movie did leak online as a description. That scene in question is when Bruce Wayne is attending a funeral and a car comes crashing in with someone having a bomb attached to them. Now with seeing the trailer and Batman fans knowing that actually happens in the movie, another detail about the film leaked by the same person who gave us this Riddler car also says there will be a second suit suit in the movie. Not a lot of Batman fans were happy with the suit that Robert Pattinson was given when we saw the test footage, but I think after seeing it, we are all convinced, and some people already named this their favorite Batman suit. Well, in the trailer, you can clearly see that this Batman suit is gonna get blown up quite literally. There's shots of the trailer where we can see a little bomb drone trying to disarm this thing before it goes off, hurting the individual attached. Batman attempts to do the same unsuccessfully, and in the description given to us by the person who leaked the car scene, they say that the new Batman suit will get destroyed, leading him to make another one. If this isn't how the Batman suit gets destroyed, then I don't know how else it will be. This theory makes me a little sad, man, because I just got used to this suit. I really dig it. I wouldn't have mind seeing it for a whole entire movie, and then at the end of the film you can maybe change it or just slightly upgrade it. But that is just some theories going on for the Batman that we got from the trailer, guys. Which ones do you most believe in? Which ones do you think are not happening at all? And like I said, if you have your own theories, leave them down below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're still watching the Batman trailer on repeat. Subscribe if you haven't for more movie related content. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.